You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, if you sat through the Indiana Fever Toronto Tempo game, good job. You made it. You made it through the game. We got a lot of Stephanie White half-court action tonight, and boy, it could be construed as a rough watch. And I'm going to tell you what, we're going to start here because now that the game is over, the WNBA has updated the box score and we have the attendance for this game. And this attendance, I got to tell you, I believe is in the top, or I guess in this case, the bottom 5 worst attended games of Caitlin Clark's career with the Indiana Fever. 15,017 fans. And I would have to look that up. That's got to be close to the lowest attended game ever is with Caitlin Clark actually playing. That's 2,257 empty seats, unsold seats for this game. So, for all the people that think we're overly critical, we're trying to tell people that fans they're voting with their money, their pocketbooks right now, that they're not entertained by this brand of basketball. Sophie Cunningham, guys, she was the light of our life tonight. She went absolutely berserk, particularly in the fourth quarter. I do want to bring this up. When Brittany Sykes got hurt, the Tempo were all in this game. And then you could tell that deflated the entire Tempo team, and the Fever started pulling away at that point. Let's start here. Caitlin Clark. Well, glass half full, double-double. 21 points, 14 assists, 5 rebounds. The bad, 5 of 15 from the field, 1 of 8 from three-point range, 6 turnovers. Yikes. It was kind of a rough game, folks. It was. Sophie Cunningham went berserk. 24 points in 24 minutes. 8 of 11, 6 three-pointers. 6 of 7, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Kelsey had 27 on 9 of 11. And Aaliyah Boston, once again, had one of the quietest double-doubles you'll ever hear of. 18 points, 11 rebounds. I had no idea until I looked at this just now that she had a double-double tonight. I said early on, Sophie is showing out. Let's put her in the three-point contest. We know she ended the game the other day, shooting the lights out from 3. She shot the lights out from 3 in this game. And this is how last year started, when Sophie Cunningham went on about a 6-week tear that absolutely contributed to this team somehow, some way making the playoffs last year. It was Sophie Cunningham. If you go back and look at her three-point shooting last year for about 6 weeks, she went bananas. Well, it looks like we're starting that all over again. By the way, let's just keep it real. I brought it up during this game. I posted it early on. Until Sophie went absolutely bananas with three-pointers tonight, this crowd was dead. This crowd was not fired up in the least bit. Here we go. Caitlin Clark right here, splitting the D. Let's check it out. Let's check it out right there to Monique Billings. And look, Caitlin Clark had 14 assists tonight. At one point I thought Caitlin Clark had a chance to get 20 assists tonight. No kidding. Can we have an uncomfortable conversation about the fact that it's time for Sophie to start over Lexi Hull? There, I said it. I said it out loud. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but I said it. Sophie Cunningham. Let's check it. Let's check it right here. Caitlin out to Sophie. One side step. Boom. Knocked it down. Beautiful. And she would just keep knocking them down. Let's go.
On the layup. Fever.
Caitlin again to Sophie. Boom. Knocked it down again. Sophie was on a tear. And she showed it right here. Right here.
Every time. Tipson, I'm giving her an assist for that.
I got to tell you.
Tipson.
Did they give Sophie the bionic elbow? Is she got the Dusty Rhodes elbow? Did she get the T-800 Terminator elbow? What's going on? She has the cyborg elbow now? She took over this game, and that's when the Fever pulled away. When Sophie Cunningham started knocking down trays like they were going out of style. But prior to that, and look, you can't call this the normal expansion squad. All right. Now, when they played the Portland Fire, I absolutely called them out because that was an expansion team. Not a lot of names, you know. This Tempo team, Brittany Sykes, Marina Mabry. I mean, there's players on this team that we know and we've heard of that have played at a high level in this league. So, you know, and you got Sandy Brondello, the coach that should be the coach of the Fever right now, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out. She had this team at 7-7 coming in. So the Fever got the win. It was a ugly game for a while. No doubt about it. Still slow games. We're not seeing tonight. We pretty much got zero Showtime fever out of this team. We've had some flashes of it, especially from Caitlin Clark. And, I mean, Caitlin she dished out on some three-pointers, but if you just take, how many points did she score tonight? 21, I think. So let me just do some quick math. 21 points plus 14 assists. If you just said that they were all two-pointers, she accounted for a minimum of 49 points tonight. So, I mean, Caitlin Clark's still a dynamic playmaker on this team, and she is the dynamic playmaker on this team. But shooting was rough. She's been hot lately. So one could say, kind of due, I guess, for maybe a clunker far as shooting the ball goes. But Sophie Cunningham absolutely picked up the slack. Tell me what you think. I will look at the attendance. I think there is a chance this might be the lowest attended game since in the Caitlin Clark era, but I'm not sure. I know it's in the top 5. They almost had less than 15. I mean, what were they? 17. Let me just look one more time. 17 fans away from being under 15,000. Yikes. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.